Hello everyone, today I'll take you on a tour of this 2025 Subaru Forester. It's a brand new redesigned version of one of America's best-selling crossovers. This vehicle is a top-notch rival to the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4, and it is a phenomenal vehicle. Tons of space inside, very nice styling, very rugged, and has quite a bit of off-roading chops too for being a compact SUV. And it's also quite affordable and a very nice, pleasant car to be in. Overall, the new Forester is a wonderful new vehicle, and let's get right into it. Thank you to Michael Subaru of Bellevue for providing me with this 2025 Subaru Forester. They have all the latest Subaru models, from the brand new Foresters to the Outbacks with the Wilderness models to the Solterra EVs and even the Legacy sedans and Impreza hatchbacks. If you're in the market for a new Subaru model, I'd highly recommend that you check out Michael's Subaru of Bellevue. Alright, so next up, let's go ahead and talk about this infotainment system in the middle here. And as you can see, it is a very large screen. Subaru claims it's a 11.6-inch display in the new Forester, and all the trims, bar the very base model, get the screen. Even the premium trim, the one up from the base model, will get this screen, which is nice to know. And it basically contains all of your vehicle functions. You can see down here you have a fixed-in-place climate control pad. Basically, it's the part of the touchscreen, and you control all your climate controls that way. For example, if I want heated seats, I can tap my heated seat icon, it'll do that. I can tap this icon here to adjust my temperature, circulating air, where my fan is coming out, etc. All those settings. I also have max AC. I can also change my fan speed down here, and also change whether the air is coming out from all areas or just a certain area. And all those functions are fixed in place so that you don't have to go digging around the screen for that. But for as part of the other functions of the screen, you can see that we have these different shortcuts for all those features. We have the radio. You can see if I tap the radio, that'll take me to my radio settings. I have FM, AM, and Sirius XM radio. So all these settings are here. If I go back to the home page, you can see this is for Bluetooth media and the sort. So you have Bluetooth, iPod, or your iPhone, your USB. You have your phone. So if I connect the phone via Bluetooth, I can see my calls and make calls using the system. I also have some other applications that includes Subaru Starlink. That includes My Subaru, which is some settings and functionality that you can control your car with. It's an application specific for that. Also, you have standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Your vehicle settings, you get in the My Subaru app like I mentioned. Some information about the car, so this gives me some pitch, roll, yaw, that information. How my engine is being used, as well as some vehicle maintenance information. I can turn the display off if I find it a nuisance. You can see over here, it's powering off. And then once it's done, you can see it's gone. I don't have the screen anymore, so I don't have to deal with that. And you can see over here, I can control the climate control by tapping the screen, but the screen itself is off. If I want to turn the screen on, you can see that will go ahead and turn the screen on once more. And over here, you also have a couple of other interesting settings. You have the auto vehicle hold feature. This will go ahead and automatically hold your brake if you take it off at a stoplight. That way you don't have to keep holding it. You also have valet mode, so this will allow you to restrict certain features of the vehicle if you're handing it off to a valet, for example. And you also have some other opportunities to add other shortcuts here. This button allows you to control some vehicle settings. You can see auto start stop, auto vehicle hold. All those features are available. Here's the auto vehicle hold shortcut. Here's the auto start stop shortcut. That's at a stoplight. It'll go ahead and stop the car at a stoplight. Over here, these are for managing, again, your cell phones and devices that are connected to the vehicle. And that is going to allow me to add driver profiles. And basically what this does is this allows me to customize the screen, customize the behavior of the vehicle based on who's driving the car. So overall, a very simple, intuitive infotainment system. In case you're curious, here's what is in the settings. Again, basic stuff, valet mode, cameras, all that. And again, a pretty normal, basic looking screen. Nothing particular specialty in here, but also a very simple, easy to use system that gets the job done. Okay, so moving on from the screen, you can see in terms of the rest of the vehicle, you have down here You have some ports. You have an audio jack, a USB Type-C, and a USB Type-A port all here. You also have a Qi wireless charger, again, the power button to activate it. And here's your transmission, again, a pretty regular looking transmission. So all you have to do is shift into gear. You can see I'm shifting right now. I'm in drive. Here I'm in reverse. You can see I do get a backup camera. I do also get, see, I get some trajectory as well, so I can know how I'm backing up, which is neat. And here's park. So in terms of the other parts of the vehicle, again, it's a pretty normal shifter, just a very simple shifter. You just PR and D, nothing else of importance, which is nice. You also have your electronic parking brake over there, and you have two cup holders here, a 12-volt socket, and then over here is your armrest. So you can open that up, and you have a pretty good amount of storage in there as well. So overall, a very, very simple, again, simple, easy to use is the theme of this vehicle. And again, this center stack area is no different. Also, let's go ahead and talk about the seats. You can see these are some soft tech seats. This is the sport trim level. So you start off base, premium, then sport. And in here you can see soft techs, kind of fake leather seats. They're pretty comfortable to sit in, quite nice seats, and they feel pretty authentic too. Again, very nice material. You have a glove box over here as well, and it is damped, and it's a bin style. And coming around up here, let's talk about the rest of this interior. You do have an auto dimming rear view mirror with garage door home link. You can also have a compass included in the rear view mirror, which is neat. And coming around here, you also have a sunglasses holder up there, as well as a very large sunroof to get some light in the vehicle. And that's an advantage of this car that I would like to mention as well, is that there is a lot of visibility throughout this car. It's everywhere. You can see everywhere. You got big windows, very large places to look out of, and it's just a super airy experience. And that's something that Subaru's done very well. They've done this in old Foresters too. This new one is, again, no different. Very nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the steering wheel and the gauge cluster setup in this car. So you can see over here, this is the steering wheel. Again, a very, very simple steering wheel. You can see nothing of importance or of significant note here. A regular Subaru steering wheel. However, it does have something interesting in that it has paddle shifters. You can see over here, I do have minus and plus paddle shifters in the steering wheel, which is a very neat, kind of interesting feature. Again, this is the sport model. You also do have chrome accents on the steering wheel, which is also nice. Other than that, it is a pretty regular Subaru steering wheel. You see these in a lot of the new Subaru models. Also coming over here, you can see you have the up-down arrows. This is to control this center screen. Let me go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see that better. And you can see over here, if I control it down, you can see I can see some other various vehicle statistics, how long it's been running, all that. The automatic hold feature, how many gallons of fuel I've used, my PSI, what devices I have connected, the outside temperature, as well as the time, and then we're back to the MPG. So you can see over here, all that information is available in the center screen. You also have a digital speedometer readout in there as well. And neat to know, there are two physical fixed gauges, so those won't go away as you're driving, so you always have those. Again, kind of a classic hallmark of older Subaru vehicles, that the fixed gauges you have, but they are quite nice. Again, I like them personally. It makes it easier for me to see what speed I'm going at while I'm going down the road. Alright, so let's go ahead and head into the back seat of this Forester. So you can see just opening the door. Again, here's the door panel of the Forester. Again, pretty simple, pretty normal. Let's go ahead and hop inside. It's a very nice sounding door, by the way. And back here, this is quite a good amount of room. This seat is where I'd actually have to drive it. I've actually pushed it a little bit forward than that. So to show you guys the space, I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the other side to get a more reasonable estimate. Space back here. And this seat is basically all the way back. There's not much more back it can go, and I still have a good amount of room. I'm about 5'9.5", 5'10"-ish. And you can see over here, I have a good amount of room, a fair amount of room. I can go in, I can stretch out a little. And in terms of headroom is the strength of this car. You have a ton of headroom. You can see I have a lot of that in this vehicle. Also, in terms of features, back here you can see we have a way to fold down the seat, so you can pull that and that'll go ahead fold it down. As you can see, I can just plop it down, or I can put the seat back if I would like. You can see right now I'm in this position, or I can also push it a little bit forward if I like to, in case I have some longer cargo that I want to fit. Back here there's also, again, multiple cup holders. You have 2 cup holders for each rear passenger, which is neat. Nice materials back here too. And Subaru also does a nice job with the rear seat, with the back of the front seat pockets. You can see you have multiple pockets here. You have one pocket over here, and you also have another smaller pocket for like phones down here, which is kind of neat to know. You can see you also have 3 slots for various items. You can see 1 slot here, 1 slot there, and a larger one there. Again, a very neat idea, kind of a neat storage solution. Again, back seats, very nice, kind of the soft text leatherette material out here. And you do have a center armrest as well. You do get 2 cup holders in the center armrest, as you can see over here. And you also do get 2 rear air vents. And like I mentioned, the sunroof comes all quite a bit back, so you get a lot of visibility back here too. The only drawback is it does hinder headroom a little bit. Other than that, a good amount of visibility, and you do have LED lights in the back as well. So overall, a very pleasant back seat. You've got quite a bit of room, and it's a nice place to spend time. Okay, so then let's go ahead, hop into the cargo area of the Forester. So you can see back here, you do get a power tailgate. So just press the button. You can see that'll go ahead, open up the tailgate. You get the lock and the power tailgate close button there, so that way you can lock it while closing it at the same time. It's a neat feature. You also, you can see over here, you have a cargo protector. So this will go ahead and hide your cargo. You can see like that, and now you can't really see in. So that's a neat feature to have in case you want to keep your cargo protected from other people and from people being able to see it. Also in here, you do get custom sport mats. This is the sport trim level of the Forester, and so you do get the sport trim levels floor mats. These are special floor mats for just this trim. None of the other trims get it, obviously. So if you move around, this is an all-weather floor mat for the Forester in general. And then if you look under the cargo bay, in here you get some extra storage. You can see you have a good amount of storage in here if you want to stick some other items in the underneath the Forester cargo floor. So again, overall, pretty spacious cargo area, and I guess, and the boxy nature of this vehicle also makes it a little bit more practical in that you can stick some more items in the back of this vehicle than you could in some competitors. So again, it's a nice overall experience. And also, in case you're curious, to fold down the rear seats, you know, these latches over here, you just put them up, and there you go. You can see rear seat folds down. You've now expanded your cargo capacity so that you can stick some more items. So again, that is the cargo area in the back of this vehicle. Alright, so next up, let's talk about the exterior styling here. And you can see over here, I'm starting off with this headlight assembly of the new Forester. The new one kind of integrates the headlight assembly to the front grille area, and that is a little bit different than the old model. Also kind of like some of the other Subarus. You can see those ones, for example, have it separated. The old ones, they kind of separated the grille and the headlight. This one's a little bit more integrated, and you can see that over here. You can see the black grille of the sport model kind of just meshes in with the headlight, and you have a daytime running lamp up here. This is full LED, as well as the headlight is full LED, and LED fog lamps as well. So everything LED. Only thing that's incandescent is the turn signal. Other than that, everything is LED. Upper trim levels also get LED turn signals as well. The sport model and the premium, as well as the base, get the incandescent. Anything above that will get the LEDs. Coming around to the side, again, the sport model is a little bit special in that it gets these copper tinted wheels. If you look at the window sticker, you get the 19-inch alloy wheels. You also get a bronze finish. So that's what they call this. It's and it's very nice. It's very neat looking. See, full alloy wheels. They have like this kind of bronze color to it, and they pop really well with this exterior color, which I'll get to in a minute. But again, super nice looking wheels, and they pair well with the sport model, and that's one of the best parts of this vehicle. I think the wheels, they knocked it out of the park for this generation. This is another wheel design, but again, this one is really spectacular with complementing with this blue color. And again, here's the side profile. A very nice typical side profile. Again, it looks a little bit different actually than some of the other crossovers that you see on the road today. This one, you have a more rugged appearance, a more nature friendly appearance. Also over here you have turn signal mirrors. You can see these are full LED, by the way, on the mirrors. Also have black mirror caps for a little bit more contrast. And in case you're curious, the exterior color of this vehicle is sapphire blue pearl, and that's what's pairing the bronze wheels, and it looks really nice. I think this color combo is one of the best ones that Subaru has made yet. Coming around back here, you can see again you have full LED tail lights, full LED tail lights over here, maybe the reverse light, and you do get the incandescent turn signal like I mentioned. Everything's also blacked out in the sport model. The sport model gets the bronze accents over there, but again, the Subaru badge over here blacked out. Everything is blacked out. Forester is also stamped all the way across the width of the vehicle, which is a new element for the company. And again, overall, here's the back styling, a little bit different than the old one, but they've kept the formula mostly the same. In case you're curious, this is a new one too. This one over here is the previous generation model, and they look about the same. Not very different, not drastically different. This new one is pretty much the same in terms of styling, and that's a good thing in my opinion, is that the old one looked very nice, very airy, roomy, and this new one doesn't change any of that, which is neat. Also over here, this is your fuel cap, in case you're curious. That's where you enter fuel. But overall, the exterior styling of this car, a very nice looking vehicle, very rugged, nature, outdoorsy appearance, and the color with the wheel, definitely my favorite part. And finally, let's go ahead and pop under the hood of the new Subaru Forester, and you can see over here, under here, you get the classic 2.5 liter boxer engine from Subaru. Subaru is famous for their boxer engine, and they've utilized it well here in the new Forester. This one has 180 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque, the 2.5 liter boxer 4. And you can see the boxer 4 is a little bit different than the inline 4. The inline 4 has them all like that. The boxer 4 is, the cylinders are shaped differently. And you also have a CVT transmission, but you also have an 8-speed manual mode with the paddle shifters that I showed you inside the vehicle. But overall, again, a very nice engine bay in here. I also really like that, again, everything is exposed. You have a lot of exposed components that you can look around, and that looks super neat. Very rare that you see exposed engines these days, but Subaru has made that the reality here. It is a nice exposed engine bay where you can really see all the components go to work. And so there you have it. That's the new 2025 Subaru Forester Sport. This model is a great new compact SUV. It really features an airy, immersive environment with a lot of technology and comfort features alongside a peppy powertrain with the classic Subaru Boxer 4. Again, this vehicle is a very nice compact SUV, and it shows. This is one of the most popular vehicles across America, and it's also one of the most recommended by multiple magazine outlets and other car review outlets as well. Ultimately, this vehicle is an excellent purchase if you're in the market for a compact family SUV, and I highly recommend it for anybody that wants a nice overall family vehicle.